If you clicked on this video, it means you're just like me. You cannot stop with the buying game addiction. And that is what you call a backlog. And I'm here to speak about my own personal backlog. Ever since the earliest days of my gaming, all I can remember is the joy of watching others play the games. So technically, I never actually had to finish any games. So it was more watching either my siblings or watching my dad and watching anyone but myself play these games. And I mean, when you are younger, it's much easier for them to buy the games for you, so you don't know, you sort of don't have the value that you give something that you buy yourself now. For example, I have bought, let's say, about 200 games in my lifetime, and I can only tell you that I've finished maybe 20. I have this problem where I'm more of a multiplayer gamer. So I will play Counter-Strike, I will play Fortnite, I will play Minecraft, I will play any other game besides my single player games. And it is becoming a problem, a really big problem, because so far I haven't even finished Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
You serious?
Which is absolutely crazy. And now I'm going to take you into a story on why I haven't done that. Back in COVID is actually when I finished Breath of the Wild. The first lockdown, if I'm not mistaken, I finally thought I had the so-called time to sit there and actually play my games, and one of the first ones on my list was Breath of the Wild. It did take me a while, but I had always started it, and it was the first game I ever bought on the Switch. Although I sort of got stuck and I didn't want to progress through the story without watching a YouTube tutorial on how to get out of the Great Plateau, because I had zero clue. And a lot of people think that's what makes the game so fun, but for me it just became so frustrating that I had no idea where to go and what to do. So I kind of got stuck and I was paused and I put the game to a side, and that just doesn't happen with Zelda. That happens with every game that I've ever had. It's happened with my most recent Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet, even Legends EA. I mean, I've been stuck on trying to get a shiny Dragonite for so long that I've put off continuing the game until I get the shiny. And since I know that's that on the back of my mind, it is there in the backlog. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I've got over easily 150 games that I am yet to finish. And then I've got about 20 games that I haven't even touched, haven't even opened, haven't even started playing. And that includes like massive titles like Donkey Kong or the Batman original games or a secret Super Mario Odyssey. I have not completed that game, and no, I am not lying to you. And the biggest game of all is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have not finished that game. And part of it is not because I can't finish it, it's because I don't want to finish it. I enjoy this game so much that I don't want to finish it. But this, unfortunately, is a backlog. And there are ways to clear this, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to tell you the ways that this year I'm going to clear the backlog, and I'm going to take you with me. Okay, so let's be realistic. My first point is it's kind of impossible to finish every single game, and you're just going to have to live with the fact that you're probably not going to finish every single game. A lot of the times, you are not going to be in the vibe to play those type of games. For example, like I mentioned before with Pokemon, when I'm not in the mood to play Pokemon, the last thing I'm going to do is go there and play Pokemon, because you're not going to enjoy it, and there's no point of doing something that you're not enjoying. So if you are not in the mood to play said Pokemon, then why are you going to boot up your Switch and play it? If you're in the mood to play a game of Counter-Strike, go and play the Counter-Strike. The point of gaming is to enjoy it, and it's to have a good time with your buddies or a good time on your own, but it's to have a good time and to escape from this treacherous reality that we live in and escape into a beautiful world where we can be ourselves through a game. So that is my first step. Play a game when your mind is right and when you are in the mood to play. And now on how to play these games, I'm going to help you. Okay, and next step for me is to make lists. With having a backlog, you'll experience that you'll have some games that you'll want to play more than others. In my opinion, I'll go for my list. Pokemon is there, then the Donkey Kong is there for me. Legend of Zelda, which I still haven't finished, is also there. So I've got top three games to say, and those are games that I really want to go through and really want to finish, and they will be my priorities. So when I do have the mood to go into a single player game and finish any sort of game, those will be the first. Then let's say you've got like the sub list where it's games you don't mind finishing, or maybe it's a bunch of cozy games like Stardew Valley or Dave the Diver, games that they're easy playing. If you have a Steam Deck or you have a Nintendo Switch, you can chill on the sofa, you can chill in your bed, and you can play those games. So that's another good way to clear the backlog, is by making a bunch of lists. And also, if you have, for example, I've got PlayStation, I've got PC, I've got the Switch. If you do have different consoles, I do recommend, even on your notes app, that you write every single game that you've got down and add like a checklist, so you could go through every game that you're currently playing. Another rule I like is to sort of put all your games on one of those spin the wheels. and click spin the wheel, and whatever you get, you've got to stick to that game. I mean, it does conflict with the first one I had, which was play a game you're in the mood. So let's make it this way. If you had 10 games you didn't mind playing right now, put them all on the wheel and spin the wheel, and then dedicate your next, I don't know, 4 weeks to trying to finish that game, and set yourself a goal. Like, you don't have to complete every single accomplishment and every single achievement. No, just finish the story, and that means you finish the game. Unless you are one of these hardcore completionists, which I am not. But if you are, then you're going to be much longer than about 4 weeks. But yes, I do recommend the randomizer trick. It has worked in my days, even though I've only done it once. But another tip, and a very vital tip, is to stop buying new games. And I know it's absolutely impossible, especially on Steam, when you have the Steam sales and you've got a game going from 40 euros to 4 euros. I know you're going to buy the game, and I accept, because I would do it too, but there comes a time where you kind of have to look in your library and think, okay, I've got 25 games that are sitting there staring at me and they haven't been touched, and I'm going to buy 5 more games. I mean, do what you must, but you're only increasing the backlog. I can bring out games that I've got still in the seal to be played. Astrobot being one of them, God of War to be another, Ratchet and Clank. Should I carry on? That is just PS5, so I don't even want to open the Steam library. But yes, it is because I'm obsessed with buying games. I'm obsessed with the hype. I'm obsessed with seeing people playing games that I am not and being jealous. That happens. I mean, it happened to me with the Nintendo Switch 2. I saw everyone on my feed with a Nintendo Switch 2, and I wasn't going to be the one to sit there and not have it. I sound like a spoiled little brat. But it just happens where you work, and gaming is your passion, so obviously you buy games. So that is my tip. Is a bit of a controversial one, but stop buying games. Another tip I'd like to give is to sort of review your games. So let's say you play about 3 hours of a game and you have very good opinions on it. Review the game. Like, even if you're writing it on your notes, write something about it which makes you want to come back to the game, or maybe it makes you just want to drop the game entirely. At least you've played the game and you can say, okay, this is the reason I am never playing this game again, and this is the reason I am playing this game again. So even if it's for yourself, or even if it's on the Steam marketplace or wherever you leave these reviews, review your games. It is cool. And my last tip is to play seasonal games. So if you are playing a game in Christmas, you got to have a sort of cozy Christmas vibe. Whereas if you're playing in around October, I mean, you obviously want to play your scary games. If you're playing in summer, you want to play a chill game. That also helps, because like I say, it's a lot of mood related. You don't want to be playing a game, a Christmas game, or like a winter themed game in pure summer. Why would you do that? It would take your vibes away, because you'd be like, oh yeah, I want it to be Christmas, and it's definitely not Christmas. So it happens with me. Like I say, I go through phases and I pick up games. For example, Dave the Diver, which is one I love to mention. Although I have finished the game, I do enjoy playing it a lot of times. It's sort of like an infinite game, because they do release updates occasionally, and I do like to go back to it. And whoever hasn't played that, highly recommend. Don't listen to me about this whole backlog thing. Buy that game. But it's a game I love to play during the summer, because obviously you're there catching your fish and it's enjoyable. I also want to touch upon, don't throw away your infinite games. If Minecraft is your favorite game and you still want to play that on your day, play Minecraft. Don't skip that. It is important that you listen to yourself and you enjoy these games. To finish this, I do want to touch upon something that we're going to introduce in future videos. I want to complete the backlog. Not every single game I've got, but I want to complete the backlog with you guys. So whether it's streaming or whether it's making actual videos on these games, I want to complete these games. So if you want to see that and you want to tag along for the ride and complete, I don't know how many games, smash the like button and subscribe, because we are going to start doing that. So yeah, the videos will be coming thick and thin. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have a bunch of games in your backlog, leave it down below which game you are most excited to start playing. It has been Snakes Gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.